I'm looking a mess because I know Jesus loved me and he is the good shepherd. But I'm coming to y'all today because I love when someone send me a good scripture in the morning. This is how I got back on path with Jesus. This is how I started back following Jesus. Is by my brother sending me scriptures. But I had a coworker send me a scripture today. And you know, with my ADD self, and I'm waiting on a phone call, I had to dig deep in this scripture. I think I've been working at this for about an hour now. And I had to break it down. It's John 10th chapter, 7th verse. Well, in the Bible, it stops at the 21st verse, but I written down to the 16th verse. You know, this is one reason why I cannot get hooked up to one church. Now, I love Calvary Chapel, and I claim them for now. But at the same time, Jesus is my shepherd. Jesus is the one who saved me. Now, I follow the words of Jesus that's written in red in the Bible. Of Jesus said, I follow the words that say God said, the Lord said in the Bible. Now the prophets, I love them and they talk some good stuff. I listen and put them to Jesus' words and to the Lord's words and to God's words. Yes. But my good shepherd is Jesus. Because I had to go and look up a dictionary of a sheep and a shepherd, what they do. And this is what I broke down. Okay, a shepherd care for their sheep, guide their sheep, protect their sheep. A shepherd walk in front of the sheep, and the sheep know the shepherd voice. This is the definition of a shepherd and a sheep, what a shepherd do to the sheep. The shepherd feeds them and leads them to green pastures. So a shepherd, a good shepherd, leads the sheep, feed the sheep if they need to be fed. A good shepherd protects them. A good shepherd fight off their enemies and keep them in the right path with their staff and rod. This is what a good shepherd do. A good shepherd care for the weak. If one sheep is hurt or lost, a good shepherd go find them and help them. Like I say, I was growed up in two different churches, but my grandma church is our main church. And those are good shepherds. Those are good people. But they still can be wrong and flawed because Jesus is the one, is my shepherd. I shall not want. You know, I see them, I use them as a example because they has been a good example for the most part. Out of 100%, I would give them a good percentage because, you know, anytime we in the hospital, anytime we need them, they there, they caring, they giving, you can't say that about all these churches. You know, it's a lot of churches that I record and put out there, but sometimes I hear them on certain, like they podcasts and stuff, and I don't agree with them. Like one pastor I love dearly, I mean, he said one of his people said, can you help me get a house? And he said he had to revert back to Elijah when Elijah had told the lady to sell stuff in the house. Yes, that is good counsel. That is good counsel. But by you being I'm not counting nobody bad, don't get me wrong, but by you being a big church like that, you can help that lady with a down payment or something. You don't have to do, or you can help her build her credit. You can help her pay off some debt. You can help her do stuff. And that's why I don't, because a lot of times when I sit in these churches and I hear something wrong, I just feel like to run out the door. I don't care if the doors are open or not, because you have to guard your gates. You do. So breaking this verse down, John 10th chapter through 7 to the 16th verse. Okay, from the 7th to the 8th verse, Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way. I'm breaking that scripture down right there. He is the way. I should read it. Yeah, let me read it right quick, because y'all don't, and I'm not a good reader out loud, so y'all just bear with me. Get y'all Bibles out or whatever. Therefore, Jesus said again, very truly, I tell you, I am the gate for the sheep. All who has come before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep has not listened to them. I am the gate. Whoever entered through me will be saved. They will come in and go out and find pastures. The thieves come only to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to full. I am a good shepherd. I am a good shepherd, lay down my life for his sheep. Now, how many pastors lay down their life for their sheep? And they love quoting this scripture right here, this one verse, number 10. The thieves come to steal, kill, and destroy. And who Jesus was talking about? Jesus was talking about them, the pastors, the pretend shepherds, the false prophets. That's who Jesus was talking about. These words out of Jesus' mouth. But they love quoting that, because they will call you for them tithes and that offering. But they have a job to do. Now let's keep on reading. Verse 11. I am a good shepherd. The good shepherd laid down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, which is false prophets. The higher hand, and I'm not all false prophets, but people that, have these churches, is not the shepherd. So that's why you don't look up to them like that. Like they the shepherd. You don't. You look up to Jesus. And that's why I can watch 1 million pastors on TV. That's why I can go to 1 million churches. Because yes, I'm going there to get fellowship. I'm going there to hear the teaching. I'm going there to that. But I'm not going there to worship them. I'm not going there as a cult. No. Until I really found a good shepherd that imitate Jesus. I'm spitting all out my mouth, y'all. But anyways, let's get back to it. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. Y'all hear that? They do not own you. So you don't see some people, and this was what she was saying, that you have to get with a church and get with a pastor. No, Jesus said this out their mouth, but these pastors don't want to hear that. And they don't want to hear that is because they want your tithes and offering. A good shepherd don't need that church house. They can go preach in the middle of the park, because God is their provider and they doing their work. But this is where she sent me to saying that I need a church or whatever. I don't know, but she was doing the right thing. This is what she wasn't doing anything wrong. But the good, well, I stopped off at. Let's start back at 12. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. So when he see the wolves coming, he abandoned the sheep. Yeah. Anytime they see you going through distress, he like, good luck. That's why I love preachers that go out to the hospital and pray for their people and, take the extra step. He run away. And these 10 minutes about to run out. But he run away. Then the wolf attacked the flock and scattered. And that's what always happened. The wolves attacked the sheep. And I'm like, I don't want to go back to church. They ain't do nothing. They didn't help me. And that's why you need God to save. See, my time running out, so I can't even finish reading. But, man, it might be a part 2 to this, because this is what I've been talking about. And this is why you have to read the Bible for yourself. And this is why you have to get the easy version. And when you get the easy version, you can go back to the King James Version and read it. All the thou and the thee and the do. I can't comprehend that. I can comprehend it now since I read this version. I can go in there and comprehend it because I did it. But I love y'all. And I love this. I need this. Because God wake you up with a word. That's how God do it. Yes. Yes, yes.